Well, hello, you guys, and welcome back to Reversing Type 2 Diabetes. Today's day 11, right? So yesterday, I had you guys create a menu. I told you to write down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I said if those are too many days for you to get through, then just do half. Go to Wednesday or Thursday, and then start over and finish the other half later. I also told you to write down what foods you're going to have for those meals. I didn't ask you to try to figure out a plant-based meal or any of that. I just said write down what you're going to eat, okay? And also before that, I had you walking. I had you drinking water. What else did I have you do? And I had you going to sleep because all those things add up and they work together. So today, we're going to make some modifications to our menu. We're only working with lunch. Lunch is the only modification that I want you to make to your menu, okay? So whatever you wrote down on your menu, your meal plan for lunch, by every type of meat-based protein, that's chicken, steak, lamb, seafood, anything that has to do with meat, eggs, any of that. I want you to scratch it off, and I want you to replace it with a plant-based protein, okay? The easiest plant-based protein to replace it with is a can of beans. It is a can of beans. And my favorite bean is actually a fruit, but it's chickpea, all right? So, say like if you had on your menu a chicken salad. I want you to take that chicken salad, make it like you normally would, and remove the chicken and put about a half a cup of chickpeas in its place. Now, if you're saying, Doc, I don't like chickpeas, that's cool. Put about a half a cup of black beans in its place. Doc, I don't like black beans. Okay, cool. Put white beans, right? If you don't like white, put red. If you like, I don't like any bean. Okay, no problem. Put tofu. Be like, I don't like tofu. Okay, no problem. Put tempeh. You like, I don't like tempeh. Okay, cool. Use some quinoa. Okay. I literally just gave you about 7 different plant-based options. All right. So typically, what I do is that I go for chickpeas first. If it's a meal I'm really not feeling chickpeas with, then I go for my black beans. That's my second favorite plant-based protein. If I'm really not feeling, having like black beans with it, then I consider white beans. And then I go to tofu. So when I am preparing meals for me and my family, those are the 4 primary plant-based options that I go with as far as protein goes. Now, if it's just me, I definitely have me some pea protein and a protein shake after I work out. All right. So those are just some things to consider. If you need help, because here's the thing, the reason I'm not giving you a whole list of meals to go, and just say, here, eat this, is because you have to learn how to do this. This becomes your new lifestyle. So you have to learn how to make substitutes. All right. Because oftentimes our family is still eating meat and we are making the change. We can't change our family, but we can change us. And so we have to learn how to integrate what it is that we need in addition to what it is our family needs or wants. They don't need it, but they want it. So in doing so, we want to make modifications to what we already have, opposed to having these 2 big different menus going on. That's too much damn cooking and time for anybody. So we make modifications to whatever we have on our menu already. So if you make this chicken salad, I want to say chicken salad sandwich. But if you're going to make a chicken salad for lunch for your entire family, okay, well, you still buy all the things for a chicken salad and put it together. Your family's going to have the chicken on their salad, and you're gonna have the plant-based alternative in meat. Another thing you can do also is tofu curls. That's also a meat alternative that you could use. Am I saying that right? Are they tofu curls? Well, yeah, they're made from soy curls. That's what they call soy curls. They're made from soybeans, kind of just like tofu. But you can also use that to substitute chicken. But either way, my point being is that we're not creating two different menus for the family. Okay, we're only making meat modifications. It's just that simple. All right. This is for lunch only. We're only working on lunch. Okay. And so if you're following along in this challenge, I want you to put in the comments, what are the alternatives that you have made? What are you substituting out on your lunch option? All right. Now, I got a little trick for you, right? Or I got a hack, not a trick, but a hack. I got a hack for you. I just did a whole series called Plant-Based and Back to School. Okay, you can go find that series here on this same channel and you will see 7 different lunch options there. Matter of fact, I put the link in this, along this, in the comments of this broadcast. And so you can go look there to get you some ideas if you don't have any idea of what to fix for lunch at all, okay? But you should know, like we talked yesterday, you should know what you're eating every day. You should know what's on the menu for lunch, okay? However, we're just making the change. We're taking away the meat-based protein and we're giving you a plant-based protein. The reason that we're doing this is because, remember, we said if you have type 2 diabetes, it's a matter of fat from oils, and it's also a matter of high glucose. So you got a lot of sugar going on and you got a lot of fat going on. We got to remove those things. We got to drain our tanks. And so how do we do that? We're getting rid of things that we have that's causing the most fat. One of those things is definitely meat, okay? So I don't care if it's a lean chicken breast. I don't care if it's fish. I don't care if it's salmon. I don't care. All of it's got some saturated fat in it. When you're in the process of draining your tanks, when you're trying to get all that fat and glucose up out of you, you got to remove these things out the way, all right? And so if you're following along with what I've been sharing with you already, then literally you have already removed 75% of the meat from your diet, 75% of the fat from your diet. How, Doc? How did I do that? I'm going to tell you. Because I already got you skipping breakfast, right? Breakfast is, remember I told you breakfast is the worst meal of the day? It's the worst because that's when most people consume the most fat. Most people are having bacon, eggs, grits with butter. They're having, yogurt with fat in it. They're having milk with fat in it. They just doing the most. All the dairy is for breakfast. All the saturated fat is for breakfast. So we just skip breakfast altogether and we're just starting our day with eating lunch. And if we're starting with eating lunch and then eating lunch, if we're not having any meat, that's 75% of the fat that you normally intake literally gone. We just got 25% more to work on. And that's excess oils and what we eat for dinner. We'll get to those later. But for now, I want you to concentrate on exchanging the meat in your lunch with a plant-based option. What are some of those options again? And listen, we're not cooking these beans now. We're not cooking these beans like you used to having on Sunday dinner. We literally just getting a can of beans, rinsing them off. Might add a little salt, pepper on them if you want to, but add them to the meal, all right? That's literally what we're doing here. So go to Kroger, Walmart, Publix, wherever you shop at, get you a can of beans, and put half of it. If half is too much, just use half, a fourth of a can. It don't matter. But literally, substitute whatever meat that you got going on for a can of beans. If you want to heat them up in the microwave, that's fine. I don't care, but what I'm saying is that I don't want you slathering over a pot of beans, putting all the ham hocks in it, and doing all the things that you do for Sunday dinner. This ain't that. This ain't that at all. Literally, open up you a can of beans and replace it, all right? And so what are those beans? We got chickpeas, we got white beans, we got red beans, we got black beans, okay? You can use the mixed beans. I don't care, whatever ones you like, whichever ones you can digest. Get used to them. If you have a problem with beans, if you say beans make you gassy, that's cool. Trust me, I've been plenty real gassy around my kids before, child. But it is what it is. If you need help with that, take you some Beano before you eat them, right? Over time, probably people Literally, most times it takes people about 3 months, but for some people it takes longer, depending on just how much, bad stuff, toxins you got in your body for these beans to learn how to process through your body. But at least in about a year, you should be done with having gas problem with beans, okay? But you got to go through that. You can't be like, ooh, beans give me gas, I can't eat them. Hell no, you got to go through the gassy part so that your body adjusts to the beans, okay? If you're having problems with that, definitely take you some beano before you eat them, or take you a little bit of baking soda before you eat them, whatever. But you got to get through it, all right? The other substitutes that I mentioned, I said tempeh, I said quinoa, and I said tofu. That's what we're going with. If you're making protein shakes, definitely use a pea protein or a pea protein based powder, such as warrior protein, anything that's plant-based. But be careful, make sure you're reading the labels so that you're not getting a lot of excess sugar in it, because we don't want sugar. Because what are our problems if we have type 2 diabetes? Glucose, i.e. sugar and fat. That's what we gotta get ourselves rid of. So make sure you're reading labels and keeping sugar and fat at bay. All right, see you guys back on day 12. Bye.